Then if a number is greater than 0, so definitely it will return or give a statement it is a positive number, and if it's less than 0, then it should be a negative number. Okay, so how to do that? Let's double click here again. Now let's make a if statement first here. If so today we will learn decision making and branching in Java. What is branching? So let's check in Eclipse. So in this example you can see there are multiple lines, and in Java each line execute one after another. So that's mean the executions of each line is in sequential flow. But if we want to execute line number 16 after line number 9 instead of 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so in these situations we have to create some branching. So branching means when we don't want sequential executions, then we do a branching. It means when a program break the sequential flow and jump to other part of the code, that is called branching. Now this branching is basically divided into two parts. One is called condition branching, another one is called switch branching. So today we will learn condition branching. What is condition branching? So basically we use these three type of statement for condition branching. One is called if, another one is called else, and another one is called else if. Let's check all these three keyword one by one. Now the if statement is look like this. So first our if statement, then under first bracket our conditions, then second bracket start and end, and under this second bracket, under this block we have to write our logic where conditions can be anything. Let's say we want to check if a number is positive or not. So how we can write that one? So definitely if a number is greater than 0 we can consider it as a positive number, right? So we can write a condition if a number is greater than 0, then we can write a statement this number is positive number, right? So similar way, if we want to understand a number is positive or negative, both this statement, right, then we can create a else statement here, because if statement always be run or this logic always be run if these conditions return true statement. Now if we want that a number is positive or negative, then that type of case we can use if and else conditions. So what is mean? Let's say we have given a number, and that number we want to check is it a positive number or negative number. So we can write if the number is greater than 0, then we can write a statement that it is a positive number, and if these conditions not meet, that means the number is less than 0, then it will go to this else part, and we can write a statement that number is negative number, right? So that's mean if, then under first bracket condition, then second bracket start and end, then we have to write else, and then second bracket start and end. But here you can see we are not again create any conditions here, because if any conditions fail, then it will automatically go to this else block. Now there can be a situations where we have to check multiple conditions, right? So on that case we have to use else if statement. So if you check here, our first one is if and last one is else, but in between that we want to check more than other conditions, then we can create else if statement where you can see we are also written another condition. So let's say I want to check a number, is it a positive number or is it a negative number or is it a 0. So we can write a conditions if a number is 0, then we can write a statement that yes the number is 0. But if these conditions fails, that means let's say the number is not 0, then it will come under this else if block, and let's then check if that number greater than 0. Okay, so greater than 0 means it is a positive number, right? So we can write a statement the number is positive. Now if these conditions also fail, that means it is not 0 and it is not greater than 0, that means it automatically come to the else part, and we can write a statement that the number is negative, right? Because it is not 0 and not greater than 0, so definitely it will be a negative number, so it will come under else block. So this way we can create three type of statement: if statement, then conditions under first bracket, then second bracket start and end, and under this we can write our logic, and these conditions always be written true, then only we can write this logic. Okay, now second is, if conditions return true, it will execute this block of statement. Else, that's mean if the condition is false, then it will go to this else part and execute this block of code. Now if we have multiple conditions, then we can create conditions one using if, then else if condition, then else. Now let's check one by one this type of statement using some program in Eclipse. So our first example is that find whether a given number is positive number. So what is our flow? So our program start here, then we will take a input, and that input will be stored in a input variable or integer variable a. Then we will check, is a greater than 0? If it is yes, then we will return an output statement that positive number. Then we will stop our program. So first open your Eclipse IDE. I have already opened this. Now let create another package for conditions type of example. So click on this new, then package, then name it com.demo.condition, then finish. So you can see a new package com.demo.condition is created here. Now right click here to create a new class, then new, then click on this class. Now let's create a class name if-else demo. Check this public static void main and then finish. So you can see a new class if-else demo is created under the package com.demo.condition. Now let me remove this unwanted statement and then Control S for save this file. Now double click here to get a wider view. Now what is our aim? Our first aim is to take an input from user as a number, and then we will check, is it a positive number. Now to take a number value from user, we have to create a variable that will be an integer type, let's say int a. Now how we can take the input? So let's again take the help of scanner class. So first we have to create a scanner class instance. So I have created a scanner class instance sc, and from where we take this input, so from system.in or keyboard, so that's why system.in. The compilations error coming here because just click here, and as per suggestions the double click import java.util package. So my java.util.scanner, this statement is imported automatically by double click there, right? Now what we have to do, first we have to create a statement so that user can understand what he has to perform. So first create a system.out.println statement and write enter a number. Now once user enter a number, that will be capture or hold under variable a, right? So a is equal to, we already know how to take the input, sc dot next int, right? So you can see here, using this sc dot next int, we can collect the number entered by user, and that will be collected under a integer variable named as a, right? Now our statement start here. So what our aim? Our aim is to check this number entered by user is a positive number or not, right? So first we will check, is it a positive number? So for that we will create a statement if, then first bracket, and we know under this bracket we have to write the condition. So what will be the condition? If a greater than 0. So if the number is greater than 0, then under this second bracket we will write the statement that the number is positive number. Okay, so we can write a statement this number is positive number. Now save this file using Ctrl S. Now let's double click here so that I can get this type of console view. Now run this program by click on this run button. So you can see it's asks me enter a number. Let enter a number 10. So definitely 10 will be a positive number, right? Then enter. So you can see this number is positive number. Now run it again and enter the number as -1. So definitely it is not a positive number, right? So if we enter here, system does not return any statement here. So now we have to check our second program, that if we put any value less than 0, then that should be treated as a negative number and system will give us a statement this is a negative number. So again double click here. So our first statement is says that if a greater than 0, right? So if we put value greater than 0, let's say 10, so definitely it's a positive statement, so it is written true and this statement execute there. But if we put -1 here, so definitely -1 is not greater than 0, that means this statement will not execute, right? So that we already check. So how we can consider that one? So we have to use a else statement here, and we know we have to create some second bracket start and then second bracket end. Okay, now under that we can write another statement like this, and we can write this number is negative number. So if the number is greater than 0, this statement will execute. So greater than 0 mean it is a positive number, and if it's not greater than 0, that means it will come to the else part and this block will be executed and it will say it is a negative number, right? Now save this file using Ctrl S, then double click here again. Now let's run this program again. Now it is asking enter the number. Let's enter a positive number 8. So definitely it will return this statement, right, under if block, that it is a positive number. So yes, this number is positive number. Now let's run it again and enter a negative number. Let's say -9. Okay, so if I enter here, so -9 definitely not greater than 0, so it will come to this else block and it will print this number is negative number. Let's enter here. So you can see system execute this number is negative number. So this way we can create a positive number and negative number example using if statement and else statement. Okay, now our third scenario is that is this number is positive number or negative number or 0. Okay, so if I run this program again and if we enter a number 0, so definitely it will come to the next block or else block, because 0 is not greater than 0, right? So it's come under else block, and under else block we written that this is a negative number, but definitely 0 is not a negative number, right? So our next scenario is that if the number is 0, we have to give an statement that this is a 0 number. Then if a number is greater than 0, so definitely it will return or give a statement it is a positive number, and if it's less than 0, then it should be a negative number. Okay, so how to do that? Let's double click here again. Now let's make a if statement first here. If a double equal to 0. So for comparing, instead of using a single equal to, we use double equal to for this type of if statement. Okay, so if a double equal to 0, then we will print this is a 0 number. Okay, so let print a statement this is a 0 number. Okay, now our second statement will be else if statement. So if a greater than 0 or a less than 0, definitely it will not go under this block, because here our first condition is a double equal to 0. If a not double equal to 0, maybe it's a positive number or maybe it's a negative number, then it will come or execute the next statement and it will check if a greater than 0, then it will return it is a positive number. And if a is not 0 and a is also not greater than 0, that's mean if we, let's say, consider a as a -2, so -2 definitely not equal to 0, even -2 is not greater than 0, so it will come to the else part and it will return this statement, this number is negative number. Okay, so that's mean you can see here we are creating three statements. One is using simple if, where we give our conditions, then we use a next statement, but it is not only use the else, it is using else if, and here again we will use a conditions. Okay, and our last statement is else, where we are not giving any conditions, which means anything is not consider here or here, it will come here. Okay, now if we save this file and double click here again and then click on this run button, so it will first ask us enter a number. So first enter a number 0. So if I enter a number 0, so it will execute this line of code, because a is equal to 0, this condition is meeting here, right? So that's mean the statement come this is a 0 number. Let enter here, so you can see it says this number is 0 number. Now let's run it again and create some positive number, let's say 77. So 77, now if you check here, a means 77, 77 double equal to 0, no, so it will not go to this block, it will then check the next block, else if. So a is 77, is 77 greater than 0, yes, so that's mean our second statement number is positive number, this statement will come. So let's enter here, so you can see system give us the second statement, this number is positive number. Now let run it again and put some value as negative, let's say -99. Okay, so -99, so is minus, so that's mean a is -99, so is -99 double equal to 0, no, then it will come to the next statement, else if 99, what's 99, -99, -99 greater than 0, no, so that's mean first statement and second statement both are false, so it will come to this else block, and the statement under this else block is this number is negative number. So press enter, so you can see system give us the statement this number is negative number. Okay, so what we do in our program, so let's double click here. So first we check if condition, then else conditions, and if we need more conditions instead of if or else, then we will use else if conditions. I believe this video has helped you to understand about the topic. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, click on the bell notifications and select all so that you don't miss any video from this channel.